Hi, my savvy Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel, Zodiac Love Tarot, and this is your December 2019 Astrology Tarot reading. And if you haven't seen your video from November, Sagittarius, you may want to go back and check that out because sometimes those messages hit you right when you need them the most. But for this month in December 2019, we are going to talk about something a little bit different. It's a spread called Live in the Moment. So what I'm feeling is a lot of energy from Sagittarius right now that you guys are just basically like speeding through life right now without, really being in the moment. You're not being present right now. And so also, just to let you know, if you're new to my channel, I'm a sextillennium Libra. That means when I was born, I had about 6 planets in the sign of Libra for me, so I was basically born to bring love to the world, and the way that I do that is I use my empathic energy from the energy that I have in my 12th house, and that helps me translate like the cosmic consciousness into positive energy so that I can also put it in the astrology cards and the tarot cards so I can get a story so that I can help you. And right now I'm already feeling your energy. I feel like I've got some repeat visitors here who are telling me that they, remember the last. Okay, I'm getting a sense that you're remembering what happened in the last reading, and it was about intimacy and things like that, and things are getting better, and your energy feels a lot better. But what I am feeling already is that you're rushing, and I'm rushing now because I feel like you just have this, that's your sign too, is this centaur where you're just like galloping through things, and it's your birthday month too, and the sun is in your sign, so I'm just feeling a lot of pure Sagittarius energy right now. So this card spread that I'm going to do, it's going to allow you to be in the moment and slow down a bit, enjoy the rest of December 2019, going into 2020, because I can already tell you right now, Sagittarius, 2020 is going to be amazing for you, because I can already feel that energy. And when I do the January spread, I just know it's going to tell me like the most adventurous thing. It's going to be like a cinematic movie for me just to do the reading and see it, because I can feel that already. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to take it down to the cards, and I'm going to do this really cool spread for you. And before we get started, I just want to give you a hug because I feel your energy, and it's really super good right now, and that's awesome for me and makes me feel good. It's actually kind of lifting a bunch of weight off my shoulders here. All right, so down to the cards, and let's check out this spread. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go. All right, and you're rushing me. I feel it. I feel this rush, but we're going to start living in the moment right now, okay? So I'm putting in the Sagittarius energy into the cards, and whoop, I like feel warmth in my hands because of this. I feel like this mutable fire already inside of this deck. I can feel it already. So, but we're going to slow down, and we're going to be in this moment, and we're going to start trying to be very conscious about this moment. And this is a reading that's going to help you in 2020, because the 2020 is going to go by so fast for you, Sagittarius. I can feel it. And you're just going to have moments where you just need to slow down and really just like take stock. Okay, maybe listen to some Eckhart Tolle or something. Know the power of now, how to be present now, okay? All right, so let's just get started. I have card number 1 here, and I have 2 here, 3 here, and I have 4, 5, 6, and I have 7. Boy, I'm rushing right through this. I just feel your energy so crazy like. All right, so this first card here is going to tell us, it's going to say, how do I let go of what others think of me and become unself-conscious? So why is that question coming up? Okay, about feeling self-conscious and about letting go of what others think of you. Because I really firmly believe, Sagittarius, that is one of the reasons you're speeding through life right now and not being present. Because when we think about how others think about us, a lot of times we're in the past thinking about what we've done, to done wrong, or how we got where we were, and the mistakes that we made, or the triumphs that we made sometimes as well, or the future. Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to work this out? What are these people thinking of me? Am I going to be successful because of this? And so that can make you feel self-conscious a lot of the times. And that makes you sort of speed forward in sometimes the wrong directions as well, because you're just not you're not comfortable with yourself enough. You need to be a lot more or a lot, I want to say, less self-conscious. Let's just put it that way. I mean, that's what the card is about. So I feel like I've talked about this card enough to get some really good Sagittarius energy in it. And sometimes I have to do that. I have to talk more, because I really believe that what's under here is what is the energy that we're feeling, okay? And so I'm just going to go ahead and turn this card over. I'm kind of wondering if it's the World card, which would be interesting, but I don't know for sure. All right, here we go. How to let go of what others think of you. Okay, and this is the Winter card. And look at that. Here it is. This is also the Princess of Swords. All right, so with this is a young air energy, and she has this sword here. And what she has to do with this sword is basically cut through and clarify what are real thoughts and what are thoughts that you need to get rid of. And that's a very good technique for being in the moment, okay? And it's basically like, if you're telling yourself things from the past that are giving you negative thoughts, or you're telling yourself about things from the future that you can't even possibly know the outcome of, but you're still thinking about it, and it has to do with people, like what they think of you. And so instead of doing that, instead of thinking like that, or if you are thinking like that, take this sword and listen to every thought that you're having, and say, where is this thought coming from? And how can I let go of this thought? Does this thought serve me? Is this even a true thought? Okay, and if it's not serving you, then you need to basically get rid of it. Okay, and be present in the moment and say, I'm not going to think about this past, I'm not going to think about this present, I'm going to think about right now, and I'm only going to use the thoughts that serve me, okay? And with this being a winter card, we're in the winter months right now, Sagittarius. I mean, I know that, it's difficult for me to say winter because, I live on the beach and everything, and it's pretty much always warm. But I understand even when the winter comes, we do get, more of a chill, and it's still the winter season. And so here, with it being the winter season, it's time right now for you to basically do these thought processes, even over the holidays. If you're just thinking any kind of negative thoughts and you're rushing through life, and living in the past and living in the future can make you feel like you're rushing through life, because you're not looking around at where you are right now, like the room that you're in, the air that you're breathing, the clothes that you're wearing, the things that you can be grateful for. All of those things you need to slow down and just breathe and meditate in the moment and say, here I am right now, and appreciate this moment. And she also has this crow here, and she has there's Pisces, Aquarius, and it's very tiny Capricorn energy all on this card. So that's reflecting and it's about this forward thinking. So we just talked about that. You're reflecting on this side, and you have this forward thinking on this side. But what you really want to do with this Capricorn energy is use that stability to think about the moment right now. And with this crow here, this is also saying that you have this sort of, I want to say, protector on your side. And this protector is, if you can think about this protector as protecting those thoughts that do serve you, okay? So this is a protection bird. All right, here we go. So now that was really cool. I can see what's going on right there immediately about how you could be self-conscious and moving too fast and not being in the moment. It's just thinking about this past and future that's keeping you from being in the moment. Okay, so the next card is what helps me discover the beauty of what surrounds me. So remember I was talking about you stopping for a moment and thinking about the beauty that surrounds you, even if it's winter. Winter can be absolutely beautiful, can't it? I mean, if you get snow on the ground or you get the lights all over the place, it's just beautiful. So what helps you discover the beauty of what surrounds you? That's going to be this card here. Okay, what helps you discover the beauty of what surrounds you? Okay. All right, so this is the Eight of Cups, and this is Cephas, okay? And basically, his daughter, Andromeda, was really, really beautiful. And, you know, he paid homage to the gods all the time, to the Greek gods. I mean, that's basically, you know, what he did. So I feel like what you really want to do is pay homage to the things around you that surround the beauty that surrounds you. And to pay homage to it, you could, you know, create some beauty of your own or tell somebody else that you appreciate the beauty that they bring to your life. Or if it's like literal beauty, you know, you could, you know, dress up more often, really get into the moment, like wear some of the things that you dare to wear that you haven't in a long time. You know, right now we're having Art Basel and I see all of these people living in the moment and they're really dressing up and they're paying homage to beauty and to art and to technique and to form and to structure. And they're really putting their emotions into it. You know, you can't have art without emotion. You have to, all of these cups here, you know, it's the Eight of Cups. It's a beautiful card to have. You know, with the eight of Cups, we're talking about, especially, you know, having it been upside down for you, that just talks about, you know, you're learning from the past, you're kind of like returning home. And so all of those wonderful feelings is like, can be about paying homage to the things that are beautiful around you, even if it's your house or a garden, just anything like that. Sit out there, dwell in it, and be in the moment, okay? That's a beautiful card to get for that. Okay, so the next one is, what do I focus on the task at hand? Or how do I focus only on the task at hand? How do you focus only on the task at hand instead of speeding through things? Let's see. All right, you have the Star card, Aquarius. Okay, so basically, you know, when an Aquarius gets an idea, they stick with it and they really, really want to see it to fruition so that it creates this like abundance in their life. So whenever you think about the task at hand, I want you to remember this card. Look how beautiful this is. And this is the Star card. This is the card of like good luck, goodwill, good abundance. And, you know, Aquarius being the water bearer, she's just pouring out these beautiful gems onto, you know, out from this water cup into, you know, the clouds and onto you. Just think of this, because when you are trying to work at the task at hand, sometimes it can be daunting, like, you know, going to work every day or being consistent. Consistency is very difficult. And so when you're working on a task, you think to yourself, oh, this is getting boring or whatever. But if any time that you want to cultivate a life of abundance like this, you really have to stay on task. Use those ideas that you have and really see them all the way through. And so just remember, on the other side of that task that seems daunting or hard or boring, there's this, okay? And look at how she's just pouring that abundance onto the world and onto the clouds. And it's a really good chakra card to have too. It's a wonderful chakra card. Okay, so let's see. That's actually two major arcana, so that's life-changing. All right, so the next one is going to be, how can I give myself over to my senses? So your senses being like, whenever you're trying to stay on a task and whenever you're trying to stay present by only using thoughts that serve you, and whenever you're trying to pay homage to something, you need to use all of your senses, you know, taste, smell, feel, feelings, touching, you know, sounds, everything. I mean, we're talking about it right now. Those are your senses, and it could also be your intuition. It could also be, you know, other feelings attached to what's going on at the present moment. So how do you stay there? You know, how do you give yourself over to the moment and not get caught up in your head? Like, you know, they used to call this monkey brain, where it's like a Buddha thing. It's like these thoughts, you know, control you, and you don't want that. You want to be let over. You want to be basically sacrificed over to the senses and not all of these thoughts, okay? So what's going to help you? Oh my goodness, it's fixed water, and it's the Queen of Cups. Okay, so with it being fixed water, she's able to maintain, okay? So you need to let your emotions wash over you when you're starting to feel, when you're starting to try and have your senses open up all the way. You need to let this emotion of sound, the emotion of your touch, your feelings, everything. So you really want to be very present, and you could even do a meditation where, you know, you're releasing all of your chakras by, you know, saying like, I'm releasing it from my feet now, and then I'm releasing it from my legs, I'm releasing it from my arms, and you feel the sensation in your body. You're just letting emotions of the senses just take over, and then with it being fixed water here, you're able to maintain that. Okay, that's how you maintain it, by turning over the emotions, not your thoughts. These are your emotions. Okay, it's how you feel about your senses. Okay. Oh, that's a wonderful card. Another really good one. Okay, now this next card is, what new activity can I select that fully engages me? Okay, so if you want to be in the moment, and you know, you want to have this abundance, but you want to also know what activity you can do at the same time that's going to fully engage you. Now, that's a really good question. It's also, you know, super loaded, because it's hard for the cards to answer something like this, but we'll see what they say. All right. Okay, so this is the Taurus card, and it's also the Hierophant. All right, so what new activity can I select that fully engages me? And if you can see here, the Hierophant, this card is got this beautiful deity on here, and she's riding this bull. This card has a lot of Taurus energy and Venus energy, and this has to do with making something super beautiful, okay? Making something irresistible. So if you want to start on something that fully engages you, it's going to have to be something that brings a lot of beauty. It's desirable to you. It brings this to society, because with the Hierophant, he's a bringer of knowledge to the society, whether it's you know, political or religious or whatever. And the message is always this mixture between, you know, love and beauty, and becoming one with the earth when you're doing it. So you're cultivating something that is beautiful, and the world is going to recognize it as beautiful. Now, whatever that is to you, I mean, if that, to me, that what I do here for you, this astrology, is how I bring this to the world. Is how I bring it to society. But whatever it is that you feel like is going to be beautiful and loving, that you bring to society, that's what is going to engage you. Okay, so if you're not fully engaged in something that you're already doing, it's because it doesn't contain this card. It doesn't contain the energy on this card. So whether that's art for you, or writing, or whether that's, becoming an influencer or helping other people, change their lives for the better and bringing love into their lives, is something like this, okay? Wow, that's such an amazing card. Another major arcana for you. Wow, Sagittarius, this is the month for you. Month for you, for sure. Okay, this next card is going to be, let's see. Can I commit to unplugging from technology? That's a very, very interesting question, because, sometimes we basically don't unplug. And the reason why is because we're just caught up. We're caught up in what people think about us, our consciousness, and so we're always on the internet. We're looking to see if we got a like, we're looking to see if we got a share, we're looking to see just all these different things. And also it could be too that you want to escape. You want to escape from, all of these thoughts and everything, and really in order to escape from these thoughts, you're watching TV to get away from them. So let's find out, can you commit to just unplugging from technology? I would say that maybe that would be really hard to do over the holiday seasons. That would be super difficult. But we're going to see. Let's see if you can commit to it. Here we go. All right, so you got the 10 of Pentacles, and it was upside down. So what this is telling me is, also, you can see this card is all about rebirth. It's about connecting with the earth. You had this earth energy with Taurus on this right here. And so that's basically connecting to the earth. You would not be connected to the technology. You would be connected to something that's going to help you grow. But it's upside down. That means that maybe it has been very difficult for you to disconnect from technology, and it's still going to be difficult. But since you've gotten this card now, maybe you can give that another shot, just to get closer to the earth for a little while, just to do something to have this rebirth, because you're going to need that in order to become, have wealth and abundance and all your dreams and stuff come true. There's going to have to be more focus on not what other people think about you through social media, or not what, not what people think about you through social media. That's what I'm feeling a lot right there. Or it could be that you're escaping through social media. That's the word I was looking for. And, you don't want to get sucked into that. You want to basically reinvent yourself by getting closer to the earth, being more present in the moment, and slowing down. And that's a good message to have before 2020, okay? Now, it's nothing wrong with, checking your messages here and there, but don't depend on it for any sort of self-image. Don't do that at all, okay? Now, the last card is, what do I experience as a result of living in the moment? So this is sort of like an outcome card from living in the moment. What are you going to experience, okay? And let's just take a look. All right, so you have the Four of Pentacles, and that's Orion, and he is victorious. Look at all of that. Orion is the brightest constellation, and it's been in Greek mythology for eons. It's one of the main constellations that everyone looks towards, and it's got, again, this Taurus and Venus energy. So it's telling me that you, Sagittarius, connecting more to the earth, and also finding something that you love to do, that is what's going to help you. All of this looking at the moment is going to give you that ability to step outside of yourself, slow down for a moment, connect to the earth, and also experience more love, bring more love to society, to yourself. And you have this Four of Pentacles here. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. When we talk about the Four of Pentacles, we talk about desire and long-term security. So that's what's going to happen with you getting your desires, having long-term security, being the brightest star. All of this comes from you living in the moment. So that's what we just did right now. I hope you were in the moment while we were doing this spread, and I think this spread is amazing. It's really going to clear out your spirit for the months to come in 2020. And I think it was a more, lighthearted reading. And because we, exposed a lot of things last month of some heavy duty stuff. So, and now I feel like you've already kind of slowed down. I felt really speedy in the beginning of this video, and now I feel a little more slowed down. Like it's like, ooh, and everybody's in the moment right now. I think that it's time for me to just let you go and let you meditate, because I don't want to get in your way. I don't want to be that, that social media thing that's like keeping you plugged in right now, because I feel like you should just really go and sit with yourself for a little while and try to feel those senses and everything, and just try to keep connected to that through 2020. So, but I do have to ask you, please like, share, subscribe, or either engage with this video so that I can keep bringing these messages to you, because even though I want to do that, I want to make, I want to get the message out to as many people as possible. And if I don't get that engagement, not a whole lot of people are going to see this message. And I really think a lot of Sagittarius can do really well with this going into 2020. And be sure to look out for your January 2020 spread, because I'm going to do an astrology 12-month spread, and we're going to find out just exactly how exciting 2020 is going to be for you. Okay, Sag, thank you so much. And you guys have a really awesome, connected evening and meditate and breathe and be in the moment. Okay, see you later. Bye.